pitfalls are?
Yeah, I mean, long and short of it is the unforeseens. I'm building some properties myself at the moment and going through a whole list of what they deem to be PC items, and a fixed price contract is not a fixed price contract. So even if you are buying off the plan on a particular fixed contract price, there are so many additional aspects to that as a first time buyer and or owner builder, you potentially won't know what the pitfalls are and the additional costs that come into the play. If I look at it on the flip side though, from any kind of benefits from buying off the plan or buying new, there are certain states and certain development companies who potentially might look at offering things such as stamp duty exemptions or certain discounts on certain aspects of the build cost. So depending on which market you're buying in, there are certain times or certain opportunities where you can actually manufacture a bit of leverage and actually use that to a strength rather than a weakness. But it's full of certain pitfalls if you're not aware of what you're looking for.
It does seem like a pretty stressful way to buy, given that, you know, the figures we were looking at the beginning of this show, that some like units in Baulkham Hills have gone down 19%. I mean, if you'd bought one of those off the plan and then only had it for a couple of years and then it's gone down by that much, you've lost a lot of time when you were never even in the unit. It was just sort of a line on a piece of paper.
Absolutely, and that's probably the really the biggest risk aspect of that off the plan component. Is typically off the plan doesn't mean that 2 months later you own the property. Typically it's somewhere between 12 and 36 months, and in that time you're looking consistently at data, trying to think, is my property going up in value? Is it going sideways? Am I going to need to tip in a bigger deposit by the settlement time comes around? And quite frankly, right now, probably anyone who bought off the plan in Sydney or Melbourne probably 1 or 2 years ago, looking at all three of those things happening at the same time. So definitely buying existing mitigates a lot of those risks, because you buy existing product with existing rents, existing markets, and you can predict those outcomes a lot more specifically.